Day 2 of Project King, aka vacation, and getting stuff done. Don't look at my boxers on the line. Probably not going to get a whole lot done today because the clothes, it rained. We may have to go to the laundromat. I don't have a dryer hooked up yet. So, but generally the line gets us pretty good. What I'm working on today, I have that random shipping thing that I got from my college years ago, threw on top of my Jeep, and gonna try to build a shelf out of it in the barn. I haven't told Nikki yet, but the general idea is to move all this crap out of the way and see if I can mount it up there. And I got some timber posts that someone gave me. Oh gosh. So hopefully everything's kind of temporarily built, because hopefully this won't be a hoarder's paradise forever. These are neat shelves I built a while back. Just took pallets attached to the beams and the 2x8s on both sides. Those were from demoing the house. Some boards that we had to replace because they had bad spots. But yeah, so that might be what we're working on today. And the right choke. Choke. So got all that stuff out of the way. And I'm going to grab the rake it smooth in here. May see if I have some plastic or weed cloth or something to go ahead and put underneath this. But maybe not. I'll always do that later. So I'm going to lay down a layer of weed cloth. This is like the cheapest weed cloth you can get. But the idea is I don't have any side staples, but I do have a thing of rusty nails that Larry Eugene picked up from somewhere. And so I'm going to just nail them down with those rusty nails. Go back with plastic later. And then probably put a good layer of weed cloth or outdoor carpet or something on it. Doesn't really serve a whole lot of purpose other than maybe aesthetics, but really just dust. When you walk around in here or move stuff around, it kicks up a lot of dust. If you got the weed cloth down, it kicks up less dust. I don't use this in the garden because it just makes a really big hassle when you have to clean it up. But in here where no roots can grow through it or no really irritation, I don't know, it's annoying in the garden, but I use it in little projects like this all the time. Just take your nail, set it up in there. It's a little easier with one hand. Put it in at a bit of an angle. And just don't tap it in quite all the way. There's a storm a brewing, see? And I'm fighting it. So I got my temporary brace up here, just kind of holding this. It's sitting on that 2x6 that's back there for structure for the barn. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to mount it. I'm probably going 4-inch screws and toenail them into the bottom on this side. Maybe a few screws along the top. And then out here on the ends, I'm probably going to either angle a post back to that 2x6 there, or a 2x4 back that. I don't know. Or I may just do a 4x4. Well, it's a landscaping timber somebody gave me, and cut it to go from here down to the ground. So I haven't quite figured that out yet, but I'll let you know as soon as I do. It's right at about 36 inches from that board up to this board. I forgot I needed to come to this, so I'm going to have to remeasure it to be a few inches shorter than that. I don't think I'm going to mess with an angle down at the bottom. I may cut an angle at the top. We'll see how it plays out. But that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do, just bracing across there. And I'm probably going to do one here in the middle too, even though I don't want it in the way. So, and I just happened to have bought a 2x4 for no particular reason the other day. So I got that. So I'm cutting at 32, which is a little bit long, just in case I need to go back and add an angle. By the way, Porter cables, their tools are pretty awesome, especially these battery operated ones. So bought a set for the school and bought a set for myself. Just had to have them. After a few unexciting, however you say that, cuts later, I got that nice in there, nice and tight, angles cut and all that beautiful jazz. Am I going to do it on that next one? Heck no. I'm just going to cut it short, wedge it in there, and call it a day. That's kind of a pain in the butt. I'm no carpenter, by the way. So my phone don't want to focus on it, plus I'm probably taking up some of the light. But I noticed one of my pallets were split, so I'm going to try to see if I still got the jack or if someone's borrowed it. Jack that up a little bit and run me a little support board across there before I continue forward. Now the jack's holding that up nice and tight together. Thanks, Harley, for loaning me that jack for much longer than you expected. I'm going to run something across here, from here over to there, or maybe just right across the middle. We'll see what I got. So I just went with a 2x4, which fit in nicely anyways. Toe-nailed it in both sides, about 4 screws across it. Let's see if it holds it. I didn't see no movement. Did you see any movement? That'll ride. On to the next boring step. It's kind of cool outside, but I'm about to sweat to death. How do you feel about your new shelf?
I like it.
So over there, I made it all nice, cut the angles. Over here, all nice and cut the angles. This middle one is just thrown in. May do something differently there. My baby's gonna put plastic down there, aren't you, babe?
Not today.
That's a no. But it's holding enough. Oh, put all my fatness on it. Put most of my fatness on it. Don't move. Doesn't wiggle. Well, it does wiggle, but so does the whole barn. But I think it'll work, and it's the exact width near about that it needs to be for plastic containers. And so this thing was free. Picked it up about, what, 2-3 years ago from the shipping department of the college. They had a pile where they were throwing out. And so it cost me maybe $9 to build this shelf. And got storage down there, storage right here, and you can stack it all the way up to the ceiling. So this will be the last little bit about this little project, because here in about 20 minutes I'm going to just be moving things over here to try to make some room in here. But I found this little air mattress that we had sitting here, and it don't hold air. Hasn't forever, but I figured to make a nice little moisture barrier underneath this stuff. So I'm going to staple it along that back edge and just let it sit under the containers. But before I do that, and I suggest doing in all barns or outside areas, I am going to take handfuls of diatomaceous earth. You can buy it at Tractor Supply or online. This is the animal feed grade. They make a human feed grade, which is probably even better, but I can't find it locally. When you order online, it's like $1 million. But I'm going to put copious amounts of that down before I staple this into place. And that's just supposed to help with all sorts of creepy crawly bugs and whatnot. Man, I'm kind of winded on this cold day. It's not so cold. So we still got a good bit left to do, but that's the shelf, and the idea is I'm going to stack them all the way up to the roofs. Got the need to get to oftens there. There's my pallet shelf. Got a light plugged into the extension cord. Nothing real fancy, because we hadn't had light in here. So, and there's my barn potty. So I'm planning on building a wall or something to enclose that in. I'll put a link in the description. I didn't make the video public just because it was terrible. But if you're interested in installing a toilet in a barn, I'll put that link down below. Like, subscribe, etc. I think I'm about done for the day. We got to go to town and dry those clothes. Still haven't done that yet. So that's next on the e-gender. Anyways, may get some more stuff done tonight. Probably not. Just probably hamburgers on the wood burning stove. And wrapping up vacation day number 2. Like, subscribe, etc. If you're interested in these sort of projects. It's not Pinterest worthy, because I didn't paint it and make it all pretty and all that other jazz, but it's upcycling. Taking junk that was being thrown away and reusing it. Oh, and I'm doing plastic across the top to seal off our fires from this room. Installed this last night after I was done making my video for the day. It's a LED light that works quite efficiently, and it's got a little solar array right there, which it's got a really long cord, so I can move it pretty much anywhere if it don't work. So that was another thing I finished yesterday. And these shelves are about to get cleaned and put in the barn for storage of more crap.